What does it really mean to feel financially successful? Is it a six-figure income, $1 million net worth, or is it maybe something a little bit deeper? Here's the thing, most of us think that we know the answer, but the truth is far more surprising. What you'll need to feel successful oftentimes depends on your life stage, your mindset, and even the generation that you belong to. And when you hear the numbers that people are aiming for, you might just rethink everything. But here's an even bigger question. What do you want money to do for you? Our lives are defined by the questions that we ask ourselves. Too many people settle for society's standard answers because they're not asking powerful enough questions. As Ayn Rand said, money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. In this video, we're going to uncover the emotional ties, generational differences, and real numbers behind financial success. Plus, we're going to explore how this one powerful question can help you stop comparing yourself to others and start defining success on your own terms. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you're going to have the tools to finally feel confident about your financial future. Hey there, my friends. My name is Ryan D. Lee, and I want to welcome you to the Wealth Outside of Wall Street channel. This channel is dedicated to empowering you to take control over your money and achieve financial freedom in 10 years or less. Today's topic hits very close to home for so many of us. What does it take to feel truly financially successful, like you've made it? On this video, we're going to dive into the real numbers, the psychology behind financial success, and how asking the right questions like, what do I want my money to do for me, can help you create a financial plan that's uniquely yours. So let's start with the age-old debate. What's more important, income or net worth? The answer, well, it kind of depends, again, on your stage of life. When you're younger, income is everything. It's the fuel for really building your wealth. It funds your investments, it helps you tackle debt, and it lays the foundation for financial security. But as you start to approach retirement, as you start to get older in life, your focus starts to subtly shift. Subtly over time, it's not as much about how much you're earning, but it's more important about the wealth that you've built and are on track to keep building, especially when your net worth is focused on cash flowing assets. It begins to become the engine that generates income and allows you to start to live comfortably without having to work more. So the main takeaway is both income and net worth matter, but the importance shifts over time. Ask yourself, what do you want money to do for you at the stage of life that you're in right now? Money is the tool. What are you using that tool to create? If you need more income, what mindsets, what skill sets, what connections can you double down on to give you the next opportunity to advance your career, to make more money? Do you have an idea that you can launch into the marketplace and start a side hustle or a business? If you're later on in your life, ask yourself, how are your investments performing? How much income can they produce either now or in the future? And can you start to consider the possibility of working less and letting your assets fill the gap? So now let's talk about the numbers. Empower recently surveyed people from different generations to find out what income levels they associated with financial success. And here's what they found. The numbers are so starkly different. For Gen Z, they found that it takes a $600,000 annual income to feel successful. For millennials, they found that it only takes about $180,000 per year of income to feel like you've made it successfully. For Gen Z, $200,000, and for baby boomers, all they really care about is having about $100,000 of active income. Let that sink in for just a minute. Gen Z feels that they need to have over $500,000 annually to feel successful. Now, for those of you in other generations, you might be thinking to yourself, why? That's crazy. But consider this from their perspective. Rising home prices, student loan debt, and the reality of starting out in today's economy might make it feel like a bigger paycheck is just essential for the bare minimum survival. So ask yourself again the question. Don't settle with the statistics. Don't say I'm on track or off track based on those numbers. Ask yourself the critical question. What do you want money to help you author and create inside of your life? For some, it's about more than just surviving. It's about chasing your wildest dreams. I've talked to so many baby boomers who wish they had saved more and invested more in their working years so that today they could start spending more money, not just be relegated to $100,000 or less of income. Most people want more money so they can live a higher quality life. What do you want your money to do for you? Think about your future self. What does that person want? Think about them 5, 10 years, maybe even 20 years out, and ask yourself, what does that version of you want with money and with life 20 years out, 10 years out, 5 years out from today, and start becoming that future self now. I know that my future version of me wants me to live abundantly. That person wants to be adventurous. That person wants to boldly live the life of his dreams 5, 10, 15 years out. And it's the decisions that I make today to not just build security, but to build true financial freedom that's going to make that version of me come to fruition. Our feelings about financial success often have little to do with reality and a lot to do with comparison. Nearly 50% of Americans feel less financially successful than their peers. And social media plays a massive role in this. Every time we pick up our phones and we scroll through, we're bombarded with images of a perfect vacation, dream homes, and luxury cars. It's easy to feel like you're falling behind, not keeping up with the Joneses that you see on social media feeds. But here's the truth. Most of the wealth that you see online, it's fake. It's fake money, fake success, fake people oftentimes, all designed to trick you into giving your money away for the dream that's not even real. So when you're clear about what you want your money to do for you, you can quiet all of that noise. You can stay focused on the fulfillment that comes from chasing your dreams, not someone else's. By asking yourself repeatedly this simple question throughout your life, what do I want my money to do for me? You shift your perspective from comparison to clarity. You stop chasing illusions and you start building a financial plan that's real, that's personal, and that's empowering. When you align your spending and when you align your investing with the values that you hold deep and congruent to yourself, your investing in your money will actually hold a purpose in your life. Rather than putting it in some account hoping for one day, start using your money intentionally today and see how this empowers you to actually become a better investor. Now let's look at the category that everyone likes to point to say, I've made it, I'm successful. Now let's look at net worth. Here's the statistic that many people want to point to when it comes to their investing. So here's what Empower found when they asked people what net worth they would want to make them feel financially successful. And again, the answers had a vast disparity. So for baby boomers, they wanted about $1 million of net worth. For Gen Z, they wanted about $5.3 million. For millennials, they felt like they would need $5.6 million in net worth to be successful. And for Gen Z, they felt like they needed almost $10 million to feel financially successful. Now, again, I want you to consider the perspective, the lens through which each one of these generations is looking at the world through. For Gen Z, they might determine they need a far significantly bigger net worth because of inflation, because of the cost of living, because of the challenges that they're facing, and the potential that, man, these Gen Zers with medical technology, they could live well into their hundreds and beyond. They might consider they need a net worth to fund a lifestyle that's meaningful for them, both not just in the future, but right now. For Gen Z, they're not oftentimes motivated with working, and hoping for a retirement. They want to find a way to balance a work-life balance and spend more money today when they're young enough and healthy enough to enjoy it. But here's the thing I want you to consider when it comes to measuring your financial success. While most people want to look at net worth alone isn't the full picture. I want you to consider this. Start asking yourself the most powerful question of all when it comes to investing. How much income or cash flow can my net worth generate? When you start measuring the success of your investing, not just by an arbitrary number of net worth, but by income that your net worth can deliver, the entire game starts to change. I want you to consider this. We're all saving for the exact same thing, a future stream of income, to replace our active income one day. Or if you want to take mini vacations along the way, to supplement your active income along the way. But too many people focus solely on net worth as the measurement for success. But the real key is understanding how your assets produce income. This is why the passive income machine investment strategy that we talk about here at Wealth Outside of Wall Street is so powerful. We focus on the 3 assets that produce the most amount of cash flow to help you achieve financial freedom in 10 years or less. And the cool thing about this is it has nothing to do with your net worth. In fact, you could be financially free and have a 0 net worth. It's all about creating cash flow. Net worth is just an arbitrary number. So here's the bottom line for this video. Financial success, it's not about hitting someone else's benchmark. It's about creating a life where your money aligns with your values and ultimately your goals. So again, ask yourself and truly give yourself the permission to creatively answer, what do I want my money to do for me? Think about this. You're already trading your life, which is a function of your time, for the money that you have today. Why not ask that pivotal question to your money, what you're trading your life for, and ensure that every dollar that comes into your personal economy is working inside of your economy in a way that gives you meaning, fulfillment, and actually joy. As you start to shift and align both your earning, your spending, and your investing with your true goals, your true desires, money starts to serve a purpose in your life. This question changes everything. It shifts your focus from chasing an arbitrary milestone to using money as a tool of freedom and purpose. As I quoted earlier in this video, the author of one of my all-time favorite books, Atlas Shrugged, said, "Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver." When you align your money with your personal goals, you stop managing money passively and you start to use it as a way to create the life that you want. So first off, even though I shared with you numbers across generational stats, I want you to stop comparing yourself to others. Start focusing on what matters to you. And you'll find that financial success isn't just achievable, it's well within your realm of control. So here's my challenge for you, my friends. Take 5 minutes today and answer that one powerful question. What do I want my money to do for me? Then go back to what your money's currently doing and do a comparison. How much of what your money's currently doing today aligns with your deepest desires? For me, as I've asked and answered this question several times throughout my life, it's caused me to move, it's caused me to change how I spend my money, it's caused me to invest in vacations and experiences more than things like cars. It's given me the freedom to really align my money with what I truly value. And as I've done that, I've found a renewed sense of purpose in my ability to produce, in my ability to create value, and in my ability to make money. I love having money come into my life because for me, it's simply a tool to build and to live a life that matters. Now, if you like this video, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to comment down below the answer to the question, what do I want my money to do for me? And if you're finding yourself stuck with that answer, give yourself the permission to brainstorm more, to even verbalize out loud with a best friend, with an accountability partner, or with your spouse. And if you haven't done so yet, my friends, make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel to get great content just like this on an ongoing basis. I'll see you on the next video.